Now you see, this is what happens when you get greedy like myself. You end up trying to pickpocket a few guards and you end up with this little health and now you're being interrupted by this stupid dingo. Everything just out to kill me today. Apparently I'm getting a lot of hostility here on the Australian outback, which means I need to end our time here very fast. Hope I get to that next job before I end up keeling over. Hopefully that does not happen. In any case, greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Slide 3, Honor Among Thieves. Previously, we've begun my favorite phase of jobs in this level, where we helped out a croc's appetite by feeding it some very delicious miners and results trying to take out the Mask of Dark Earth, which almost worked. And then we raided the local bar here in the Outback, where we cleared it out of the miners, which means they have no home or no place to hang out now. So with the miners' morale, I guess, now in a very fragile state, we're gonna take on the final job in this phase, the Claw.
You ready to head out for the oil fields? Should be right through this cave.
Oh yeah! Bentley said there'd be heavy machinery and destruction going down!
Sounds like your thing.
Y-E-S, yeah!
We're going after some radioactive oil, right?
I don't know. I can never pay attention during those slideshows. Don't tell Bentley.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Phase 1 is to protect these power stations while Murray gets all 6 oil wells flowing. Use this Super Claw 10,000 to deal with any miners that might show up. Use the left analog stick to move the claw around. The X button will pick up and release items. Before you're spotted, why don't you pick up that rock and drop it in the pit?
This is easy.
You do seem quite adept. The other important feature on the 10,000 model is the throwing action. Just pick up an item and press the circle button to throw them. You could throw things quite a ways. Go ahead and hit that electric fence with one of those rocks.
I think I've got the hang of it.
Nice shot. Let's see you do it again.
Face it, Bentley. I'm a natural.
Hope you're right, cause it looks like the miners are onto us. Defend the power stations by using everything and anything in the oil field. This electric fence should come in especially handy for dispatching guards. Here they come.
Whoa, camera, I have no idea where you're trying to pan there. Man, this game sometimes it is panning with its camera. It's just kind of weird. So this is a really fun and not that stressful job to take part of. You can use a variety of ways to dispatch guards. The easiest obviously is gonna be with this electric fence. It might be the most useful too if you're having trouble executing guards or if you have too many that are gonna be swarming these power stations. You also get some flavor text from Murray depending on how you kill the guards. So you may have heard him say something when I dropped a miner down one of the holes, or if I dropped one of the rocks on a miner's head. I'm gonna do this again to this guy, see if Murray gets to say anything. No, but there are explosives here too, as we saw from that little cutscene. Just be sure not to use those explosives that are very close to the power stations, because you can't damage them that way. This is a pretty easy first phase of this job, since we do have a lot of miners coming at us right now. Keep an eye out for this specific explosive, because the explosion radius of this thing is pretty massive. You can use that to eliminate a whole pack of guards if you have too much swarming the entire area.
You need to take out the remaining guards before you can move Murray.
And there you go.
Murray, slide, grab Murray, and move before the miners get ahead of you.
If you somehow have Murray get hurt after getting the first set of oil towers flowing, the game will automatically send you to the next section. So either way, you're forced to move forward with this job.
Check out these guns! That pumping has got me pumped!
Billy says that as I was able to get Murray over to the next station. I think Billy's a little too worrisome for his own good sometimes. So the only difference here is that you're gonna get more miners that are gonna be coming to attack you. If you end up feeling you're getting crowded by them, just use the electric fence. That's not much else to it if you want to thin down the odds a little bit to your favor. I like to think that Sly is using a PS2 or a PS3 controller because of how Belly was teaching him how to use the Claw 10,000. It's a little hit kind of thing that I've had in mind for like a few years now, and it's a pretty funny image to see Sly piloting this big machinery with nothing else but a game controller. I'm gonna drop an explosive on this guy. The power stations also have a lot of health. They can take a surprising amount of damage. So don't think that they're too fragile for the miners to break either. Even if you drop an explosive near by accident, it does a little bit of damage as we saw, but not too much. These things are really durable. I'm gonna drop this thing just for the heck of it to eliminate 2 guards for the price of 1.
That's it! They're all gushing now!
Nice work, guys. Now that all the oil wells are active, we can move on to phase 2, where we light the crude oil on fire.
Yes! Let's head to the next oil field!
You better pick up the pace, Sly. Okay, Sly, it's safe to let Murray go now. Let's get that oil burning. Sly, drop a flint rock on the end of that long plank. Hurry, you'll then jump on the end and catapult the rock to the oil wells. The sparks on impact should start a fire.
So that's all we have to do, is just place a rock near the end of this lever, and Murray will do the rest. Guards are going to be coming at you continuously, so your main objective here is to light the 6 oil towers on fire. You can also miss that electric fence, there's a lot of gaps in it now. But I think they do end up dying to that as well, because those end up falling to the ground, and apparently the height is so high that they'll end up getting killed by that. As we saw with that guard, even missing the electric fence can prove to be fatal to the guards, which of course is going to be beneficial to you. I think there's also another rock dispenser on the other side of this place. Yeah, there is. I thought it was just the one for the longest time because I never bothered to go to the left. So again, this isn't too hard. As long as you just keep dispatching the miners with the electric fence, that's the most favorable method you should use to keep the miners off your back if you end up ignoring them for too long. So we'll drop this here since we have 2 more oil towers to light. As I say that as I missed. Way to go, Blue. Let's try placing that a little properly this time. There we go. I like how the rock just shifts into place as well for Murray to fling over to the tower as well. It's kind of a stupid thing that happens, but a little detail I like to point out. And here's the last one. I will make this guy watch.
Now for phase 3. With the oil wells alight, the pressure differential should draw the deep uranium-enriched glowing oil to the surface. We'll need to be extremely careful in retrieving a small sample.
Fly! Fly! Look at me! I'm glowing! Whoa!
You can feel it in the air. The miners are about to pack it in. In fact, they'd probably already be long gone if it weren't for the corrupting influence of the mask of Dark Earth. It's clear we need to destroy it. Time for Operation Moon Crash. To start things off, we'll need the Guru to take out the gyrocopter. With it gone, we'll have clear skies for Phase 2. Now, according to Aboriginal folklore, the Mask of Dark Earth is the sworn enemy of the Moon Spirit. So, given Murray's moon shape, we'll coat him in the glowing oil and have him pose as the spirit. We'll then dangle him from the crane. The mask is sure to spot his ancient foe and come running. That's when we'll strike. Murray, thunderplop off the crane and obliterate that mask. With the mask destroyed and the miners run off, the Guru will be free to join the team for the Cooper Vault job.
And now we're only down to one job left, and that is the main operation of this level. And hopefully it'll be the final nail in the coffin for the miners, and hopefully, if we're lucky, the Mask of Dark Earth. So, I think we're gonna cut it here for today and save the heist for next time. Like I said, these massive heists can take a long time to get through, and I know it's gonna be a really short episode, but trust me, it'll be worth it. So next time, we're gonna commence Operation Moon Crash and drive the miners from the outback for good. And hopefully, we'll get the Guru to come along with us on our journey. Until we meet again, farewell for now.